So, for everyone here on stream, we're so happy you're here. And anyone watching afterwards on YouTube, we're happy you're here too. I am Iris with Intera Games on YouTube and Instagram and occasionally TikTok, and I have invited Abby, aka Clover.shoppe, to come play Nancy Drew Final Scene with us today because we are both huge fans of the game, but we also wanted to know your opinions on the game because it's a little bit divisive in the Nancy Drew community. So whether you are a big Nancy Drew fan, we're going to be diving into those opinions. If you're a brand new Nancy Drew fan, we're going to play the game just as if you had no clue what was going on. But we are so happy you're here. Do you want to intro and maybe promote yourself, Abby, and your awesome work?
Sure, thank you. So I have Clover.shoppe as a side gig and creative outlet, and so I have anything from a random niche movie quote, please don't crush my soy nuts, to funny little country things Yeehaw Kinda Gal, that's my new one. I traced this and then colored it in. And then I have a few Nancy Drew items, and I will be building on that this summer. So look out for that. My handle is clover.shoppe. And don't forget the extra PE on the end, and that is on Instagram. And then I'm also on Facebook, and my website is through Shopify. So currently it's clovershoppe.myshopify.com, but I'm going to fix my domain name this summer also. So you can look me up and find me through there, and my links are on my Instagram.
Nice, thanks, Abby. Could I get a thumbs up in the chat? Are we good? Is our audio good? And then I know we should have the game in the background. Are you hearing that? Because I don't want to jump in because this game starts with a bang. So I want to make sure we are good. If I can get a thumbs up from a couple of folks. You should be hearing da 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 da, which is why I'm dancing.
You're hilarious. You're kind of absolutely wonderful.
Also, we're getting a thunderstorm, so it is very dark here. Abby sounds a bit quiet. Abby, could you shout? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, how could we fix that? So maybe I could turn. Ooh, my southern just came out. Maybe I could turn the game down a touch. Let's try that.
Dear Bess, remember Maya Wynn from high school? I'm visiting her in St. Louis. We have
just because the way it's set up, Abby is on my general audio right now, so I don't know if I can actually increase that.
For almost a century, and now
so we're gonna
3 days. It's going to be demolished. I wish I could have seen it.
Okay, so Nancy's a little bit quieter now. We are in a Streamlabs family.
Elizabeth's using OBS.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna press play. If something horrific happens, I'm so sorry, but I don't think it will. I have faith.
I'm so nervous.
Ooh. Difficult choice.
Oh man. What shall I do?
I'm open to either.
Yeah, I'm open to either. What does the chat think we should do?
I've played this game about 8 times, so... I guess too, Abby, if you're too quiet, you could do the influencer thing and talk into your headphones.
Be like,
hello.
And then Nancy walked into the dressing room.
Unironically, it sounds amazing.
I've lost my calling as a voice actor.
All right. If I don't hear from y'all, I'm taking the easy path. Don't say I won't. Ah, gosh. Okay, senior detective.
Oh,
remember Maya Wynn from high school? I'm visiting her in St. Louis. We have tickets to tonight's premiere of the new Brady Armstrong movie, Vanishing Destiny. It's the last screening ever at the Royal Palladium. This place has been a landmark for almost a century, and now in just 3 days, it's going to be demolished. I wish I could have seen the theater back in the 20s before it was turned into a movie house. All the great magicians performed here, even Harry Houdini. There's a lot of public opposition to the loss of this historic building. Rumor has it local activists are planning to stage a big protest out front tonight. The theater will be closed when we arrive, but they'll let us in since Maya is covering the story for the university newspaper. Oh boy, a press pass sure does come in handy. Maya told me she has an interesting lead, and we're on our way to interview Brady Armstrong about the controversy now. I know he's one of your favorite stars. Stay tuned. Maya always gets the full scoop. Talk to you soon. Love, Nancy.
I'm so excited.
Day one. Let's do this.
Okay, Nancy, here I go. Cross your fingers, there's a story behind this door.
Go get 'em, Scoop.
Meet you in the lobby.
Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. Is this thing on? Hello?
Think I'll go check out the snacks. That sounds like Maya. Help! Nancy!
Run.
Hello?
Listen carefully. If they knock the theater down, a girl goes with it.
What? Who is this? Hello? Hello? You'll never get away with this. Do you hear me?
Hello?
You're crazy. Maya's got nothing to do with this demolition.
This is Joseph Hughes, the caretaker. I'm looking for Brady Armstrong. He said he'd be there. Who's this? And what's all the excitement?
Brady's not here. I'm sorry, but I have to go. Something's gone terribly wrong.
Now, please try to calm down and tell me what's going on. What's your name, dear?
My name is Nancy Drew. Maya Wynn is my friend, and she's gone. I was out in the hall when I heard her scream. I don't know how they could have taken her.
Disappeared from the men's dressing room? What makes you think she was taken?
I just received a threatening call saying if I don't stop the theater demolition, I'll never see her again.
Whoa. They must have taken her through that secret passageway. Holy smokes. And you're on an inside line. That call must have come from inside the building. We gotta act quick. You check out the secret passageway. I'll make sure all the exits are locked, and then I'll come find you.
Hey, you. No groupies in the dressing rooms. But since you're such a rascally fan, what would you say to a signed autograph from yours truly?
I'm not here for an autograph. My friend's been kidnapped.
Kidnapped? Maybe you better tell me what's going on here.
I don't have time to explain. The kidnapper may still be in the building. I need to search this room. Do you mind?
Sure thing. How can I help?
The caretaker was looking for you. See if you can help him.
Roger.
Name a stronger game opening. I dare you.
Gosh. It's so good.
I just,
So good.
oh, hopefully you guys, the sound was good because yes, every bit of voice acting is amazing. Just the scream, and there's no wasted word. They're like, I'm calling you. This is happening right now, and you have to get through the what secret passageway? I don't know. Not a wasted
Right?
word. We are in the game. Oh. Is this game number 4 or 5?
This is 5.
5.
Yeah.
I feel like they really wanted to like jump in, take a risk, and like just hit us with a real high stakes mystery. So that's what you're gonna get. I feel like past mystery, like yes, we had a murder in the first one, but it wasn't like the murder had already occurred. This is like
Right.
police investigation feel. So, and I know my camera's lagging a little bit on Meet. I do apologize. We are on a call. Okay, so we gotta find the secret passage. I know where the secret passage is. Let's see, we got a little...
It's locked.
Gotta start with that.
Mm-hmm. What is this?
Yes, there's such a sense of panic. I'm panicked this whole time. That's
Right.
why I will say, and we're gonna get into this because I have gifted Abby a Google Doc with all of the opinions people have sent me on Instagram about this game. And a lot of people complain about this game stresses them out. Like, it makes them upset. And I completely agree, but I also think that's why it's incredible.
Yes.
Snake was
Agreed.
here? I don't think the snake was here. I've never actually stopped and read that.
Yeah.
Are
I
you
always
ready?
thought it was like a gang member. The Snake.
Mm.
It's like, we're a St. Louis gang member who just like graffiti.
Abby, we're about to see her. Have you prepared yourself?
Oh
This is my girl.
I'm so excited.
I may have to cut this short, Hal. Someone just climbed out of my wardrobe.
Can't you see I'm on the phone here? My friend's been kidnapped. Listen, sweetheart, I have a premiere tonight and no stylist for my star. So don't tell me about problems. But this is an emergency. I said scram.
I love her.
She's brutal.
She's so brutal.
So brutal.
If anyone hasn't watched my video where I rank Nancy Drew women, Simone, who's the character you just saw, is number 1. Okay, we're going out to the lobby. We gotta talk to everybody. We've gotta secure the building.
Yes. Secure the building.
So I'm not looking at things yet. Hi, Tori!
Tori!
Okay. Oh, ready for another iconic person? Right? Oh, there he is.
Nicholas Falco in the flesh.
Oh, gosh.
No teeny boppers till showtime. House rules.
What's that supposed to mean?
Aren't you here to worship at the screen of Brady Charmstrong?
I came to see the premiere if that's what you're asking. That doesn't make me a worshiper.
You are what you consume, and that movie's nothing but processed cheese. Every ticket sold is a vote for corporate cannibalism. And nobody cares now, but one day, abracadabra, we're gonna wake up in the United States of Generica. Who are you? And what's with the doom and gloom?
I just want to meet whoever wrote this script and, like, give them a hug or something and hire them for game 36.
I'm Nancy Drew.
So good.
I think I need to call the police.
What are you calling them for? A little taste of your tax dollars going bad?
You have problems with the police?
It's more like they have a problem with me.
Morgan.
What kind of
hello?
problem?
Haven't you heard? The battle is on. There's a human chain
Like
forming
his
out front as we
phone
speak.
calls.
But all that can wait. It's obvious you got a situation. So what's up?
Okay, so he's open to our cause. So he's the only... Well, okay, Brady was... He was open to helping us, but I do feel like Nick has jumped in.
Yes.
Yes, hey Morgan. Yes, everyone please go like the stream so everyone can go find us and jump in and have fun. I'm not good at remembering that, but Morgan is.
Situation? Well, that's a delicate word for a kidnapping.
Kidnapping? That's a high-profile tactic. Somebody means business. So what's the demands?
Suddenly, Maya's fate is tied to this theater. They said that if it gets demolished, she'll go with it.
No kidding. That'll blast those bureaucrats and corporate bigwigs out of their dream world. Applause for the cause. We need all the help we can get.
I do have to say, I think one of the reasons why I have a soft spot for this game is that I thought that I was going to be a historic preservationist, and that may still be in my future. And so I think Nick Falcone was like, you know, infiltrating my thoughts at a young age of like, haven't you had it? Aren't you done with these illustrious buildings being torn down? And I'm like, yeah, I am tired of it. And just like the whole fight the power and the camo shorts and just, oh gosh. Like I can handle like a reel on Instagram, but I really want to do like a long form video about historic preservation in St. Louis because this is an ongoing topic. Like since this game came out in 2002 maybe, like this is still an ongoing concern, and there are real life examples of these theaters in St. Louis that people are like, they are not secure, their futures are not secure. And so I want to do a whole like, can you fight the power video about historic preservationists, and like obviously most preservationists aren't using the tactics that Nick is, but like
Right.
just exploring the effect, if any, these guerrilla tactics have had on preservation. And it's like a pipe dream because I have no editing skills, but it's a dream.
Oh my gosh, I love that idea. I actually know someone who works in this area. I don't know exactly where. I'm not even trying to be vague and like protect my information. I genuinely don't remember where exactly, but somewhere in St. Louis.
Well,
she
you're-
works with preservation stuff.
Are you in the general metro area?
Yeah, so I'm technically on the outskirts of Metro because I am rural, but I'm there, like, basically the Metro area.
Oh gosh, I might need to get this person out of chat. Yep, hold on.
You'd probably love that.
I need to make Morgan my moderator. Okay, y'all are gonna see my browser for a second.
Oh gosh.
Block. Oh, wait, it's like, do you want to heart this person? Nice. Okay, there we go. We should be good. Sorry, y'all. Thank you, Morgan.
Wonderful.
This is definitely moderation's next step, so I appreciate you guys. Okay, I think we're back. Yes, mods are good. I was hoping that we'd get away with it. Also, I think Tori had said she had a bad day yesterday, so hopefully today is better.
Elle had a question too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
It's also weird the music stopped.
On a real location. So there's not been confirmation that I know of. I think I have asked, and this is maybe like a vague, like, not in the moment. I've not directly asked anyone in the big three about this. There are people who think it is based off the Fox Theater in St. Louis, and then there are other people who think it's based off the Stiefel Theater. It looks really, really close to the Fox Theater. I have been to many shows there. I've been into the Stiefel Theater one time, and if you think about it, even like Phantom of the Opera, like so many theaters, especially if they were built in like a big span of decades, but like earlier 1900s and then a little bit previously, like they all have the same setup of like the box seats and then like, the curvature and all of that. And all like the red decor and all of that is just very much like that theater era. I think the Stiefel might be a little bit older than the Fox, but don't quote me on that. So there is no like guarantee. I lean more towards the Fox Theater. It has the marquee area. The coloring is more red throughout. The Stiefel is a little bit less on there. It does have its own marquee, but it's like most of the entrances, I think you actually like step down into it versus like going straight in from the street, if that makes sense. Like it has steps down into the entrance. So my perspective is that it was built based on the Fox Theater, but I don't know for sure.
I totally agree. I think when I saw pictures, and I am so bummed out at how much this visual is stuttering, so I apologize. But I do think the Fox looks the closest for sure. I do think there are so many examples in such a close proximity that it makes it a really good subject, because you can pick and choose and pull from the subject matter. So that's really cool for them. But yeah, I do think just even in the initial research I did, the Fox just looked, if anyone Googles like the Fox Theater St. Louis, it's pretty spot on.
Yeah, and they have like a staircase. It's obviously not mapped out the exact same way, but it wouldn't be in either of those places. But for the Fox, it actually does have a spiral staircase that goes up. Like,
ooh,
it's really, really cool.
Interesting. Okay, yeah, I definitely will need your help if I do that video.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is driving me crazy with the Google Meet, but oh well. We are back to Nick.
Excuse me? We're talking about a girl's life here.
I'm sorry. I know you're upset, but they won't mess with your friend. They just took her for effect. It's called making a statement.
Oh, so this is just a pretend kidnapping. I never would have guessed. Maya's scream sounded so real.
Tell him, Nancy.
Okay. Trust me.
I'm not about to take that chance.
If you need a phone, there's an outside line in the ticket booth.
Yes, sir. There's the music back again. Here's our man Brady. Is anyone actually like a Brady fan in the community, or is he? We're told he's supposed to be a hottie.
I would love to know, to be honest, because he's not it for me at all.
Hey Vicky, yes, her sarcasm. She's allowed to do whatever she wants. Her friend's been kidnapped. I love that about this game.
Right.
Am I supposed to call the police? I think I can call 911 in this game.
Yes.
Let's do that. Down with Brady. Boo.
St. Louis Police Department.
I'm calling to report a kidnapping.
Is the kidnapping in progress?
No.
Hold on, miss. I'll transfer you to the missing persons unit.
Missing persons, Sergeant Mac Ramsey speaking.
Love
I'm
him.
calling to report a kidnapping. No longer in progress.
And who am I speaking with, please?
My name is Nancy Drew.
Okay, Miss Drew. Now, did you witness this kidnapping?
No, but I heard it.
What exactly did you hear?
My friend went into a dressing room. I was out in the hall. And I heard her scream, so I went in after her, but she was gone.
When and where did this happen?
Just now, at the Royal Palladium Theater.
And what's your friend's name, Miss Drew?
Maya Wynn.
Can you spell that, please?
M-A-Y-A, last name N-G-U-Y-E-N.
Age?
19.
Physical description?
She's Asian American. I guess about 5'5", long black hair.
So you didn't actually witness anything, is that right?
I heard her screaming, and I received a threatening phone call. That must count for something.
A threat. Can you describe the voice? Was it a man or a woman?
It was spooky. I think they were using some voice disguise device.
Yes. That'll make it impossible to tell the gender of the caller. Did you notice anything suspicious looking in the vicinity?
No.
No suspects. Any visible signs of struggle in the dressing room? Did your friend leave anything behind? Her purse? Anything that might have fallen out of her pockets?
No.
No evidence. Does your friend work at the theater?
No, she's a student at Washington University.
Does your friend have any enemies?
Maya? I highly doubt it.
And what business did Maya have entering the theater dressing room?
She's a reporter for the school paper. She was there to do an interview.
What about Maya's parents? Have they been contacted?
They're in Vietnam this time of year. I don't know how to contact them.
Okay, miss. I'll file this report. After 24 hours, if she hasn't turned up, we consider her a missing person and begin to investigate.
How can she turn up? She's been kidnapped.
Unlikely. With all the scuttlebutt around this demolition, this stinks of student prank.
A prank? But this building is going to be demolished in 72 hours. How can we afford to take that chance?
How do you mean?
The kidnapper must be holding her in the building, don't you think?
Unlikely. No competent kidnapper keeps their captive anywhere near the scene of the abduction. Is there anything else, Miss Drew?
Sergeant, I really don't think we can afford to wait 24 hours.
It's standard procedure, Miss Drew. Unless you can provide us with some evidence that your friend was taken by force, it's 24 hours.
Thanks, Sergeant. I'll call you back when I have the evidence.
You do that.
Bye.
So, he sounds like Patrick Warburton.
Which kills me because I didn't recognize it when I was a kid, obviously, because although I love The Emperor's New Groove, but is he not the detective on Hoodwinked? Like the movie?
He might be. Yeah, I feel like he would do something like that.
I think once I watched that movie, I made that connection, and I also cannot unhear it now, and it's so good. I love him.
And this is not probably the target audience for this comment, but he also plays a character in Tales from the Borderlands. So he does have a video game presence as a voice actor. Just saying. And that's like 2015 or something like that.
Wow.
It's like a Choices Matter story version in the Borderlands universe.
Yeah. Did he narrate the Netflix version of A Series of Unfortunate Events, or was he part of that? Was he not?
Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna show the theater now. I feel like we need to look here.
Yeah, we gotta do some, like, more detailed snooping.
It's such a crusty place. I love it so much. Oh. Oh. It is kind of weird, though, with the keys, like where it allows you to move. It doesn't really give you super free range of motion.
Popcorn.
Time and place, Nancy. Time and place. Like, why is Nancy so food motivated? I know that there's something I need to get in these chairs. I'm not doing it because I want to waste time. Okay, they might not let us, actually.
If they ever remaster this, I will be so excited to see the detail on the columns and like the box seats and all of that come to life.
This would be cool. Although I love the crust, you know?
Oh yeah.
I really don't mind the crust. on a game like this. I guess maybe Simone will talk to us now, or Brady. This is a talking heavy game, I will say.
It is true. You do have to talk to get
Any news?
two things.
Do you mind if I take a look around in here?
Be my guest.
How do you keep up with all of your fans, Brady? A big star like you must get hundreds of emails.
Hundreds? Try thousands. All my email goes through Simone. She reads it, she writes back. Control issues, you know? Off the record, any message that says love Brady is just a big electronic smooch from her.
I love Simone. Oh.
Talk to you later, Brady.
Don't be a stranger.
Talk to you later, Brady. The sign-offs, like the way she gets out of every conversation with these characters, amazing. Let's see. I don't actually think there are a lot of things that you need to collect in this game. Like, I don't think your inventory ever really gets super full.
Yeah, everything has like a very specific purpose, and you can't really get it until you need to get it, except for maybe one or two.
I think there's something. I think this is where we get the magician's wand.
Yes. Did I hear a kitty?
You want to come say hi? Are you gonna come? She's so coy. She yells until she knows she's wanted.
Same. I'm totally kidding. That is the opposite of my personality.
And then I guess we go see Simone. And I do think this would be a good time to tee up that Google Doc, because I'm almost certain there are some folks in the chat that submitted, and I did include usernames, so if you see anyone, we can be sure to talk through that, but I will get some more Simone time.
This calls priority. Try me later.
Okay, never mind. I think Tori submitted a voice note, but I'm pretty sure Tori's has spoilers, so I'm not ignoring it. I'm just holding off because I don't know if we will get that far. This is disgusting. This might be the grossest thing we have at a Nancy Drew game.
I had so much concern that when I was a kid, the first time I played this, I had so much concern that I was going to have to use that plunger the whole game. And I got to the end of the game and I was like, oh, thank God I didn't have to use that. Like, how gross.
Technically, we could use it in place of the magician's wand. Just saying.
Right.
For what we're going to use it for later. But yeah, there's so much stuff. I do think something that did bum me out is like, I want to look in this stuff. I feel like I should have something to grab. And it's pretty sparse. Like, I think she has stuff on her desk.
Yeah, that'll be later.
Yeah, this is actually kind of surprised me. And then that's the secret passage again. I guess we can go up and talk to the caretaker. Joseph Hughes. I like to think that Nancy's just going bang every single time she closes the door, because the sound effects really imply that. Okay. So this is the staircase you were talking about that's making you think this is the fox.
Yes.
We got the projector room. Here we go.
You must be Nancy. The worry's written all over your face. Well, I'm Joe. I started to look for you, but then I figured better to park myself and let you find me. Any trace of your friend?
Not a trace, and the dressing room is in ship shape. If I hadn't heard her scream, I'd think she had just disappeared in a puff of smoke.
Well, what about calling the police? There's an outside line in the ticket booth.
Thanks, but I already tried that. Standard procedure says I'm on my own for the next 24 hours.
Standard procedure.
They seem to think it might be a prank.
But this theater's going to be torn down in 3 days. Did you tell them that?
They say it's unlikely that the kidnapper would keep her in the building.
Well, I checked all the outside doors, and they're locked up tight. Only folks who've been in the theater all day are Brady and Simone, you and Maya, Nicholas Falcone, and myself.
How can you be sure?
Well, I've only got this one pair of eyes, so I can't say 100%.
Are you counting yourself as a suspect?
I was up here in the projector room, sound testing for the premiere. But I'd be disappointed in your detective work if you didn't put me through the ringer like a regular suspect.
Sound testing. Yeah, I think I remember hearing you practicing your MC voice now that you mention it.
I reckon if the kidnapper wants the demolition stopped, They must be keeping Maya somewhere in the building.
Did we tell him that? Because, I mean, she's implying that up here, but I guess I wasn't listening. Did I mention?
Did I mention what the kidnapper said?
Oh, I think so. Or maybe Brady told me when I saw him in the hall. He seems eager to help.
Helpful suspects. What more could I ask for?
That's the spirit. Now, what's your plan of attack?
Time to start searching. Can you give me a map or some blueprints of this place?
Try calling county administration. The records division keeps that type of stuff. I bet a blueprint would show secret passages that even I've never found. Ask for the original plans, not the ones from the 56 remodel.
What was the 56 remodel all about?
J.J. Thompson, the original owner, died in 1950. His kids inherited it and decided that movie theaters were the wave of the future. Anyway, I've spent the last 40-something years finding my way around this place, so let me know if I can help.
What? Are you gonna say hi or no? I had to pull her over my headphone cord. She hates being held. I don't know why she's yelling at me. Okay. Now she's gonna yeet herself off the chair. I'm gonna turn this light on while I have a cat to distract. There we go. Of course I liked this game because it's all about contacting municipal offices and paperwork. So I'm now starting to realize.
Red Tape City.
I'm really just outing myself here about what I enjoy to do. And people being mean and sassy. Like, there's really nothing else this game offers. I mean, there's like a couple good puzzles, but we haven't done a single thing yet except talk to someone. Thanks, Joseph.
Thanks, Joseph.
Don't let the turkeys get you down.
Okay, I'm gonna say
Iconic.
Joseph, yes, iconic. Joseph is the least, in my opinion. I would prefer more crotchety for an old man. So earlier, obviously, because I love Simone. Earlier, so Treasure in the Royal Tower, we have Akers, right? Or it's Egan, Mr. Egan.
Dexter Egan. Yeah,
I love him, and he's so crotchety. You know, when they're too helpful, I'm like, get out of here. I want you to, like, be mad at me for, you know, I want this to be a challenge. Oh, another dirty sink. But yeah, I know a lot of people really love Joseph, like sweet old man vibes, but I'm not really into old men.
Yeah. It's just, it's the sweet that he is, it feels weird to me.
I also
I
think
know that's the hot take, but
that's fine. This is the place for it. Do you have any off of that sheet that you want to
yeah.
us to examine? I did find some things in this room, so that's of benefit. I feel like there's something. Oh, I can't look at
Any
his...
signs of Maya?
Oh,
Gotta go now.
Atta girl.
okay. So we got a slide and a bulb. And then we have this upper mezzanine. And that's it. You just have orchestra and mezzanine. And then box seating. So I don't know, how many seats we're thinking? Like 500?
Yeah, I'd say 500 to 700 seems about right. Which I get. I mean, that's kind of around the size of the steeple, but I think that they were just condensing their view of the box. If that makes sense.
So you think there's maybe more?
Yeah, I think, kind of like I mentioned, if they remastered it, like, they could definitely leave it crusty, but just give some more
Can't
similar
quite reach.
details of what they wanted and make it kind of like a clearer delineation of which one that they're going for.
I know I have to find the piece of gum. Should I do that while you're reading a hot take? Because that might take me a
Yeah.
second. Okay.
No, that's fine. Do you want me? I mean, I can start at the beginning. Obviously, not the spoiler ones, but I don't think anyone aside from Tori, but Tori had the spoiler ones, so no one else in the chat has something. So I'll read the long one from Carter at the Nancy Drew Times.
Good idea.
Okay. He says, okay. For whatever reason, this game does not stick in my brain. Like, when I think of games, I almost always forget about this one, which is surprising considering I do believe it has a wonderful mystery and storyline. I do not like the music, although it fits the theme well. It's not music I would listen to like other game soundtracks, but only because it's so carnival-y, which isn't appealing or relaxing. Maybe that's why if its replayability for me is decreased, because I could listen to other tracks and game background music forever. And he gave the examples of Danger on Deception Island, Secret of Shadow Ranch, and Curse of Blackmore Manor. Puzzles are not bad. They definitely have some memorable ones that are very critical thinking, like stealing the gum, but nothing profound, and the characters are great. They're a mix of funny, creepy, and memorable. Some of the best second chances, and it's an all cap, a lot of tension, and one of the best endings. Then he adds, it's not my fave game, but not my least either. It's somewhere in the middle, probably. And he said, don't know why, since it's something and then it didn't finish.
So basically, I'm getting it's not necessarily replayable. I think yes, I think for people who want to be able to listen to the music and feel connected to the ambiance, this isn't a track that stands on its own, you know? But
right.
I do
Absolutely.
think this track horrifies me. And so the track is perfectly suited for the setting for when you're playing the game. It doesn't suit it when it's outside, so I totally get that. I do think the music is what scared me senseless, because something about like carnival music and we're so happy and blah 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 and let's go to the movies, and then having it like diminish and degrade, and like it's telling the story because it's unraveling in the story. It's going from the heyday to the modern. I really enjoy what they did with that, whereas the other games like Danger on Deception Island are more enjoyable, but I'm not necessarily getting the plot progression from the music. So I can see both sides, but no, I'm not going to listen to this track by itself.
Right. Yeah, it's not when I'm going to seek out this carnival sound.
Yeah,
it's so funny because I wasn't creeped out by this as a kid, and I don't know why. Like, I definitely was like, oh, this is kind of weird. Like, in the music at some points, you know, it's like that. But I have been surprised at the feedback I've seen where people are like, how it terrified them. So, and I mean, not to even like throw, you know, put my nose in the air at it. It's just, that wasn't my experience. So it's so interesting to me that people have had such a different experience.
Yeah. I know I gotta hook this back up. I guess it's probably the ropes.
Yeah. Gotta go to the ropes and just literally click, click, click. They don't make you do much.
That's super safe.
Right.
Compared to what? The Greek one?
Yes.
Where they're like, you could die if you touch the rope system.
True.
Why is it not letting me find the box? Okay. Did I not?
Where's that?
Okay, apparently I didn't.
You might have to click more.
Just gonna keep going till I can't anymore. Oh, okay.
Clunk.
Clunk.
Okay.
We're good. Yeah, Tori, what do you think about the music? Oh, she's already telling us. That is so hard, especially when they were making these games so fast. It's like, can you really, how much can you ask? You know, can it be perfect for the game? And also, like, that's a tough one.
Yeah, I would like to know, like, when, I have not looked into when they started doing the 2 a year, but I would like to know if it's consistently the second one that feels more rushed, or if it's the first one.
Ooh.
Just to see, like, you know, where, and it could waver. It could definitely waver. But I would be really interested to see like, which one people thought, you know, suffered more, or if it, like, consistently is, like, less high in people's ratings, and it's like mostly the second ones that are less high. So I'm just curious.
Me too. Okay, so we have a green room underground set area because we didn't have very large wings, if any wings. We just had a backstage, so we gotta keep. I do know Susie's comment was that this is not her favorite.
Yeah.
Hi, Casey.
Gentlemen,
Chance
step right up.
stresses me out. Hi, Casey.
I mean,
Find the ace of spades.
this puzzle is
Keep
a
your eye
1 in 3
on the
chance.
card.
So that's a good puzzle. Darn.
Oh,
Too
yeah,
bad.
parts.
Try again. The hand is quicker than the eye.
Do I just keep guessing the same one? Oh.
I had to switch between
Find
the
the ace
middle
of
and the right.
spades. Keep
It
your
never works for
eye
me with
on
the
the
left.
card.
Bye, little Miss Drew. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Okay, I once again clicked the same card.
You might miss something. The hand is quicker than the eye.
It's okay, it'll happen eventually.
Last time I played this, it was first
Find
try.
the ace of spades. Keep your eye on the card.
So it must just be the same every time. Okay.
Oh, yay!
Congratulations! You beat
do,
the magician. Don't forget to collect your winnings.
I know someone in the community feels very strongly about that victory music and the fact that it doesn't play in other games.
Your audience will be dazzled.
Your audience will be dazzled.
So this is your first time watching a Nancy Drew game. This is one of the much, much older ones. So we're talking like 20 years old minimum at this point. So they've definitely evolved quite a bit. But this is one that some people like. I think it, at the very minimum, sticks strongly in people's memories. This is a royal flush. I don't think they ever tell you it needs to be a royal flush, right? Or no, or is it just...
It's all the same.
Oh, is it all spades? Okay.
It should be all the same, and I don't remember if it's all spades or clubs,
I think it is.
but maybe the spades is like the, Yay.
Puzzle box.
I think it's the clue. I think the spades from the card is a clue. I love this puzzle. It's so soothing to do these sorts of puzzles.
I'm trying to remember how to rotate them.
It's gonna be really
Yeah.
the edge is like real frustrating.
Oh boy.
These older ones, I will say, do not do well with like some of them would say right click to rotate, but the ones that don't, you have to find like the edge of something. Like on Secret of the Scarlet Hand, when you have to rotate the jade square thing.
The ball carving, yeah.
Yeah, that took me forever when I was a kid to figure out how to rotate it and how to put the cursor in a specific place.
It's valid criticism. It's not so bad now that it got started, though.
Yeah, once you know on the edge, you're good.
That doesn't look right. Her hair is definitely helpful.
Yes. I actually, like a few months ago, bought some digital prints off of Etsy for Alfonso Micha, and I still have yet to print them, but this was obviously one of my top choices.
Yeah, people really like this print
Yeah,
for this
I
piece.
think it's called the Zodiac because she's got it around her.
Oh, yeah, she does, doesn't she? Yeah, I'm not doing great. Okay. It's because y'all are watching me. Well, that's pretty good with her hair.
Yeah.
Do we have? I feel like we had a couple of like general game reviews that definitely made me giggle.
Yes. You want me to read a couple more?
Yeah, I think this would be a really good time.
Let's see. Oh no.
And you can do maybe you can do your influencer thing, so it's a little clearer.
Oh, God. Okay, let me clear my throat real quick. I'm gonna mute myself. All right. Okay. At Grippy Socks with 4 S's says,
Great start.
honestly, I absolutely adore this game. This is my favorite Nancy Drew. The plot is thicker than a chunky milk milkshake. The history Houdini has with the dude that owned it, spicy.
Oh wait, spoiler.
Oh no! I had to get a cup of tea because girl that ish was hot. Absolutely has my full undivided ADHD attention. Could not tear myself away at all. Also, the magic behind it and the research that they did for the tricks. So I guess, I don't know if they mean the theater or her interactive. This is and remains to be my favorite Nancy Drew game of all time. Nothing beats it. Also, Fight the Power always gets me.
Naturally.
Yes. Okay.
Perfect timing. Yeah,
Sweet.
that was our best review submitted.
Gears are missing.
So good, and I didn't read ahead for the spoiler, so sorry guys, but
That's okay. I think that was
vague
mild.
enough. I think it's vague enough. It'll be okay.
I agree. I feel like there's always something I missed down here. Oh, I know. But then it's like you don't know when it's gonna show up.
Yeah. I think you got what you needed to get currently.
I think so too. I can go use the gum. I also might... It's so hard because I do actually get stuck in this game a lot. Even when I play it, even though I've played it so many times, like, I still get stuck because I'm thinking, oh, this thing should be happening or this should be triggered, but I don't necessarily have the order memorized. And we do have all these, like, magicians and just different homages to the theater's history on the walls.
Yeah. As a kid, I was so worried that if I didn't click on something, it wouldn't activate something in the theater.
Fair
You have to
fear.
look closer at his name. I'm not sure.
Do I need to click his name?
You might need to.
Okay, let's go back. That curtain animation takes 10 seconds to do. Okay. No, he is the first owner of this theater. And we're gonna... While Tori is here, though, I do actually want to play, is it called Bee's Knees? Because that might be the best music in this, and it's not letting me... Oh, there we go. Get ready.
Yes.
Okay, I'm actually really bad at this puzzle.
That's okay, I can try to help you out.
But we played... Oh, we're on senior! Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah, yes we are.
I think I've already lost, because I need... Nope, okay, I've guided them. That's good. Nope. Unless he follows me. Nope. I think I have to reset it, yeah. Okay. If you think about their movements, it usually... Because I do think maybe I need to go down twice to get him stuck. Hi, Maggie!
Hey, Max!
And then I'm gonna... Oop, nope. Oh, okay, maybe I'll go down. Down.
I need to go right.
Right. Then down?
So, okay, if you reset for a second, you need to get this one on the right, kind of like stuck in that L.
Mm-hmm.
So try going down just once, and then to the right, and then right again,
Tori's like, where's the resolution?
Oh no. Yes, so true.
Yeah, it is kind of, it's the whole game. It's unsettling and it doesn't have a good conclusion to its history.
So stress-inducing. Okay, so we can try going.
Yeah, because we've tried this before. I feel like I had
Well,
it a second ago in my brain.
When you go down, when you go down, can you go back up again after that? And it's gonna kind of like give them the illusion.
Great idea. So then get him stuck there.
Yes.
I do think we need to go down and around.
I think so, yes, and that's gonna give you a little more space.
I'm just imagining like a remaster in which Tori completely just John Philip Sousa is all over this game. Like, I want to know what it would sound like. Okay, he's stuck. I'm really nervous because I don't want to mess it up because I feel like we've done something correctly.
Yeah, I think that's okay. You can go a loop around.
Go down.
I think so.
Now I'm
Now
thinking
we
about
go-
the Music Man. Thanks a lot, Tori. Whoever brought up Big Band. Okay, well I have to go up.
Yes.
So if he follows me, that's totally fine. So
Yeah,
I think
but
if I
you
go
can
up
right
2
now.
and then go right.
I think if you go right, you're gonna give yourself more space between you and that one.
I think if I go
Okay.
right, he's gonna go right.
Even though he's got that bar in between?
I think the one at the top, I think he's gonna go right. I think
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah.
so. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Jazz band would make a lot more sense. But you said big band, so I'm imagining a park and Music Man and this entirely becoming, yeah. Hey, cause all the problems you want.
Two musicians causing problems.
So then, okay, this is amazing. I think we can go from here.
Yeah. You might just do the loop de loop. And yes, I said that.
Is he gonna follow me? If I go down. No.
Oh.
Do I go right or do I go down? Is he gonna go right or is he gonna go down?
It's gonna go right. I mean, but what do you have to lose at this point, you know?
Right or down?
Try right.
I'm so scared. Oh!
Oh no!
He's gonna murder me. Okay. I love
were
that
so
though. We
close
get a
though.
little. That's jazz orchestra. Wait. Does that say all big band is jazz orchestra? My heart's covering it.
It says A. A big band is a jazz orchestra.
Oh, I was not aware.
Good to know.
I didn't know. I think we went down. How did we do it? Down. Then you had me go up again, I think.
Yeah.
Nope. It must have been down and then up again.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
And then down. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. I think keep going right. Yeah.
Jazz orchestra. And I do think you have to go down and around to like trap this guy somehow.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And I don't
Yeah,
think if you
so-
save, it'll let you go back to this point.
No, it doesn't. I tried that before.
So if I go right, he'll go right and he'll catch me. But if I go,
Well, maybe not.
maybe
if
I
you
can
go right
outrun
now,
just
you get
one.
Yeah. Hey.
He's just gonna mimic it.
Oh no.
I remember like And then when we got... What did we... that's when he goes back in. There was some move I wanted to try, and I don't remember what it was. I definitely think we're on the right track, so I'm not too worried. Yet.
Yeah.
I think I just wanted to go... We're gonna lose the people if we can't figure this out. And by we, I mean me. This is on me. This is not you, Abby. Okay, let's see. I have a lot more distance between me and this back guide now.
Yes. Okay.
Lost it. That's fine.
That was close.
I feel like there was a way, like, you want him to chase you. You want him to be exactly on your tail.
Right. Right.
So if I can get up and then down and around, maybe that's fine.
Yeah, so if you go, you mean like go up one and then go right and down like an L?
Yeah, like, is there a way for me to... There's got to be another way for me to trap him.
Mm-hmm.
Tori's just really wants to give this a new track. I support you, Tori. Make a fan-made revamp. Hi, Kalina. We are struggling with this puzzle.
Hi, Kalina.
Not doing well. No end in sight. This is like the stupid dodo box. Okay.
Oh gosh.
I wonder what happens if I go right. Okay, I'm just gonna start YOLOing it. I mean, he's got to get stuck somewhere. I do think that.
Yeah.
Let it simmer, Tori. Give it the time it deserves.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of, you know, creating it yourself. You're not on a time crunch.
Yeah, if you keep going down.
Do I maybe go up this one instead? No.
No. But you're close. So what if you go
This way?
and then just go right? Yes. And just
Get him stuck in the bottom?
yes. So maybe go right one and then go down.
Well, now he's got me.
I
Right?
think. If you go down and then up the right side. Oh no! We were so close.
A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it would definitely benefit from something. Okay. Yeah, that felt close.
I wanted that one to get stuck in that
I do think he needs to get stuck up here.
Yes.
Oh. I did this recently, but I'm now thinking maybe it was on Junior Detective. Then is that going to stick that guy in the corner? Oh no, just kidding.
Oh no.
You have to get that close to him to be able to get him stuck.
Yeah.
I think we need to get him to get all the way over,
Okay. Yeah.
right? I don't know.
No, because this is where we end up every time.
Can we get him to chase us through? Should I look this up? I don't want this to be too painful.
If you want to, absolutely. We are on senior, so I feel like that's totally fine.
Just for the sake of time, I promise if I was on my own, I wouldn't do a walkthrough. I would never.
At all.
I've never done that. Okay, this is what what comes up when you say Google bee's knees senior detective. Please help me. Yes, if you know. Because bee's knees senior detective is not what I was hoping it would be.
I have many questions.
Who are you? The bee's
Kalina, would you
knees.
like to help? Is that offering? She said people in
Yes,
chat.
please help. I'm lost here.
I feel like you have some insight, Kalina.
I mean, I feel like it has to start. Like, we know how to get over to the right side of the map, which is important.
It's getting through that little section in the bottom middle.
So we can get here. No problem.
Yeah. Great.
We can maybe guide him this way instead.
Yeah, if you
Please
go
help.
right one, and then go down some different ways,
And then
but-
can we get him stuck like... Oh, no, he's unstuck now. Okay, this might be good for us. Right?
Maybe.
This might be very good. Okay, because we want him to chase us. Wrong choice. Yeah, I definitely have to force him to chase me somehow. He doesn't want to take the bait to go that way. Now I've been murdered. Hey Liv, you've already gotten your shout out for saving the stream. Google Meets is not being incredibly kind to us with FPS, but other than that, we're here. Okay, we go here. There we go. Guess it doesn't really matter where we trap this guy.
Right. So, yeah, if you go right... What if you go right twice and then go up?
Oh my gosh, did you do it?
I don't know.
Can I get him to follow me?
Right.
She's done it!
Woohoo!
Oh no, we just had our help in the chat.
Oh man, Kalina, thank you.
That was all you, Abby. I don't...
Oh.
Oh, that was tough. There's our victory music.
You did it.
Yes, please be safe while driving.
Yes.
That's the game.
Yes. Should we save it, maybe? I don't think you saved it.
Yeah, that's a good idea, huh? Very sad. Yeah, endless bees knees, I know. Thank you for reminding me. It was very long.
Thank
Okay.
you, Tori.
And it all crashes. No, just kidding.
I love it so much. Okay.
We won't be risky and not save. Okay, so we got a gear, which will be super helpful. I do feel like we should talk to Simone.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
there's Nick's butt. I know everyone was chatting about that in a recent stream of Susie's. There is now, if anyone's familiar, Susie should be streaming. I think is her Twitch handle. It's different than her IG. She has a wheel that she spins of Nancy Drew characters, and she now has one with their butts, and one of them is Nick Falcone.
The booty wheel.
Okay, what was I doing? Yes, the booty wheel.
Yes.
I don't even think there needs to be a booty wheel because Nick already showed up. And just by being there, he wins, in my opinion.
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Nancy Drew, Simone Mueller, don't worry, Vanishing Destiny is off. We've got bigger fish to fry. The premiere's been canceled? Of course. I mean, a kidnapping? Right out of my star's dressing room? The premiere is small potatoes. It's worth more to us canceled, or at least postponed. When the news gets out, the whole nation will be watching. I'm worried sick about my friend here, and all you can think of is another media event. Where are you from? River Heights. Why? Yes, precisely. River Heights. Listen, doll, I'm from L.A. This ain't my first time at the rodeo. We'll find your friend, or Brady Armstrong will, and when he does, every girl in America will wish she'd been kidnapped instead of Maya what's-her-name. This theater is going to be demolished in 3 days. Brady can help search if he wants, but I'm not going to sit back and wait for him to save the day. Honey, you've got spunk. Ever consider acting? This girl power thing is red hot right now. Of course, we'd have to think of a stage name. Nancy Drew is so utterly forgettable.
I agree. Punchy LaRue. That'd be better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking everyone, where were you when the kidnapping happened? Oh, please, Nancy. I was on the phone, doing business. But if I'm ever hard-pressed for entertainment, I'm sure kidnapping would be a real hoot.
For anyone that's just joining the stream, I am obsessed with Simone Mueller, and every time she speaks, I can't keep it together because I love her so much.
Joseph says the building was probably locked when the kidnapping happened, and that the kidnapper had to be someone who was inside the theater. Care to comment? Why don't you tell that little gray troll that I think he did it, just to keep himself from dying of boredom in this old dump. That's my comment. I think your phone's about to ring. Bye now.
There's no other Nancy Drew game in which they win as hard as they did for this game. And I don't know why. I don't know why they went off the rails for this one with the dialogue, but...
It's just so good. It's so iconic. Like, I will have, like, maybe a couple quotes per game that I say. Like, the newer ones that I have not played as much, maybe not. Maybe I'll forget some things like that are still memorable. But, like, these older ones, like, my siblings and I would quote them all the time. Like, even, like, it was one of my brothers and I would play these games. The others would, like, watch, they stand around the computer and watch. But still, like, we would just quote it randomly. And, like, every piece of dialogue in this was so well thought out. And it just, like, they were committed to the bit. Like, they did it. And it was so good. It went over so well. I love this game.
Yeah. And I think, I was thinking about this because my number one gripe with Nancy Drew games is the dialogue in later games. I really dislike it. I just feel very strongly, and there are so many characters that I don't like that other people do because I just think they info dump, and I think that they take Nancy Drew into their confidence when they really shouldn't, and they'll like speak really cryptidly, like they know something about the mystery even when they don't, just to make it seem like there's more intrigue. And I think that this game just perfectly exemplifies like a good crime story because it's just people, and all of these characters have their own interests, and all they're doing is acting in their own interests. So if you follow that thread, that's the mystery, and they all have motive. So understanding, what each of them is trying to do in this game, because they all have an objective, once you figure that out, you figure out the mystery. And I don't know if we have any other game where it's so clearly defined like that, where Brady has his goals, Simone has her goals, you know, like, and they're just people, and it's almost kind of like the Always Sunny in Philadelphia effect, where it's like, they're gonna be bad people, and you're gonna laugh while they're doing it. Oh, I love it. Casey, do you want to know which characters I don't like? Is that what you're asking? I'm scared. Also, Liv had to slam on her brakes to avoid hitting a robin. So, congrats to you. I also had a similar story today where I almost caused a wreck because of a turtle. So, Okay, Casey, let me think. Tori's gonna kill me. My least favorite character in all of Nancy Drew is Ryan Fitzpatrick. Okay, moving on. No comment.
We can just move on.
No comment.
Oh, man.
I'm scared of that chat now. Okay.
I'm scared of the chat.
I'm not looking. Oh, I gotta go use my gum on a stick.
Yes, let's go for it.
I know, people love Ryan, and to me it's just like it's the very like 2012 quirky for the sake of being quirky character. I've said too much.
No, that's fair. Cherry Bombshell Close says, Gummy Bear Girl?
Yes. But even like Jamila can be like that, where it's like there are things that you don't know, and like we're going into, or we're getting this info dump in this monologue, or like oh goodness, what's his name? The archaeologist. He does it too, Abdullah, where he'll be like, and imagine the pharaoh and blah blah, and like all of a sudden we're in this simile that's been going on for like 4 minutes. I'm like, no one would speak to someone like this that they just met, that they want to go away. And it's okay if it's like for the character, but when you have so many characters back to back to back that are like that just info dump on you, I'm like, I feel like I'm your best friend immediately, and I am scared.
I am concerned.
Like, I'm investigating you. Why are you talking to me this much? Like, fight me a little bit.
Right.
Tell me your call is priority, you know?
Right.
Okay. I believe there's gotta be something coming up. Like, I should get, like, someone should attempt to murder me soon. I would hope. Let's talk to Nick.
Nancy, what's the 411?
What's the close?
Did it just go quiet? It went quiet for me.
The 411?
Come on, Nancy. That's vintage slang. You know, the 411, the deal, the lowdown.
Oh, the information.
Exactly.
Tell me about your relationship with the police.
All I know is they like to dig through my garbage and follow my van. Does this face say America's Most Wanted to you?
So, humans against the destruction of illustrious theaters. Tell me about it.
This theater's a spotted owl. It's a humpback whale. It's endangered. Illustrious buildings testify to our finest human hours. They should be celebrated, not bulldozed to make way for cardboard megaplexes. Need I say more?
Do you know what they plan to build on this spot after the theater is gone?
Oh, it's very hush-hush. The name of the building firm is Wave of the Future, and the owner is some B. Thompson, descendant of J.J. Thompson, but he's never available for comment. Fishy, right? $10 says B stands for baloney.
I'm asking everyone, where were you when the kidnapping happened?
I was outside, harnessing public outrage. Ask anyone.
Catch you later.
On the flip side.
Okay, so we do have some developments. My chat's not loading on. Here we go. Mason's my favorite. Mason, yeah, I like Mason. Yes, Manic Pixie Dream Girl. That's exactly what Ryan gives me. I also feel like the body shapes of the women in later games make me deeply uncomfortable. Like,
that is a really good point.
Like, their arms are kind of, and this is not this is not really the time and place for this. But I'm I'm getting like Uncanny Valley and also whatever. I do like Mason. I'm into, okay, from the older games, who's your least favorite? For me, it's Shorty. See, but I can appreciate Shorty because I feel like I understand what was going on. I'd have to think about that. Least favorite from the older games. I mean, like, there's, I guess, for me, a good character is someone I don't connect with, so I can dislike them and be totally fine. I don't know.
Okay, so dislike from the old games.
Hal Tanaka.
I don't want to say, I don't want, yeah, honestly.
We didn't give him enough. He needed more. Same thing with, well, Daryl's just unlikable.
Oh gosh, we can get into Daryl.
This is supposed to be beginner Nancy Too Friendly, and we're talking about Daryl.
Right. Oh.
Yes, they look glossy. Yeah, like I'm getting kind of like my cat's screaming. I do get kind of scared vibes. Hi, Hannah. Yeah, Jesslyn. Everybody in Thornton Hall creeped me out. I was scared of all of them.
Oh my gosh, that's so true. All of them were like, they could do something. Like, it may not be murder, but they could do something to, like, permanently change the course of your life for the worse.
I like the mom. I really like the mom, and I can't... Is that Jesslyn? No, Jesslyn's on... I love her. Like, she does give Southern matriarch. And, like, they did so well with her accent, and, like, I just... Yeah. Same thing where it's like, I don't trust her. Her number one interest is the family, but... Oh, yeah! Okay, so I was hoping that maybe today we would get to 100 subscribers. So this would actually be a great moment if you haven't subscribed. We're really close. I guess we're one away, so if you'd like to be the 100th subscriber, you can get a digital smooch from Simone.
A digital smooch. And we'll stare at Nicholas Falcone's butt for 10 more seconds.
Yeah, we've been looking. We've been looking. I mean, they're not even camo shorts. I've been saying they're camo shorts. Nice! We did it! Oh, look at him. He's power stancing. He's also wearing sandals.
Oh my gosh, the sandals, I am like so surprised he's not wearing socks.
Has he fought the power yet?
Honest. No.
He also hasn't told us about his laptop out in his van. Okay, this isn't beginner friendly. I gotta get back. Okay. Guys, there's so much in store. Oh, okay. We have a key machine. Booty mania. We're all crazy for Nancy Drew booty slightly in this community, if you aren't familiar. There is a lot less reading in this game, which I did appreciate as a child. Although I did read everything. Like, I was one of those kids, I was like, if there's a book, I gotta read the whole thing, cover to cover in this game. And now I just blaze right through it.
Yeah, I was the person, like, even when I studied abroad, I don't do it in the last couple of years, but I really don't visit many museums for the past few years. But, I would take a picture. This was really mostly while traveling because I was like, I'm probably never going to visit this place again. I'd take a picture of every display that I saw.
Oh my word.
Like, literally. I'm like, it was too much. It was too much. I was hyper-focusing. Looking back, I'm like, ADHD maybe? Like, so, and yeah, I only say that because I work with a lot of people with ADHD, and so I have some inklings for myself, and that is one of them. I have a lot of things that would make sense.
So me and my husband both have degrees in history. He is a museum professional. I am not. I'm using my skills elsewhere. But not the same. The complete opposite of what you just said. We will walk into a museum and just walk by every single display, and like we have mad respect for all the interpreters and all of it. And we go and we just soak it up. And I really appreciate that about him. Like, neither of us wants to read every inch of a display. And so if it's done properly and it's like, an appropriate amount of text, we will. But like, both of us, we can blitz through a museum and just not even read a single thing. And I'm like, this is why this relationship works. Hello, Denny. You are late. Yeah, I'm proud of that. Okay, I'm going to talk to Brady.
Any news?
Who's this Simone, and how do you know her?
Simone Mueller, CEO of my life. My agent. Focus on being wholesomely smoldering, she says, and leave the rest to me. So I do. She's been setting up Premier HQ in the women's dressing room. Haven't you heard her snarling at people on the phone?
I'm asking everyone, where were you when the kidnapping happened?
Me? You think I kidnapped Maya and then breezed in here just 4 minutes later? Where would I hide her? In my back pocket?
Just answer the question, Prince Charmstrong.
Charmstrong?
You know you love it. Just keep talking.
I was late getting back from a haircut. This is hard for me. I think my hairline might be receding. It's miserable. Simone's gonna go through the roof.
Talk to you later,
Talk to you
Brady.
later, Brady.
You betcha.
I think my hairline's receding.
Not a word wasted. We now know about Brady's receding hairline.
On your stage name, I'm thinking Samantha Quick. You love it, right? How long have you been Brady's agent?
I discovered him on an electric spring morning 6 years ago. He was working the original Coney Dog stand on Sunset Boulevard. It was pure luck. I was craving an all-beef frank at 7 a.m. He's been the jewel in my crown ever since.
A sane person didn't write that. I want to meet them so bad.
And I'll be frank at 7 a.m.
I think your phone's about to ring.
Love ya.
Love ya.
So unhinged.
I can't breathe when she talks. I just can't.
Oh my gosh, did we call? We didn't call that place that Joseph said to call.
Oh, thank you.
I was like, hold on.
Let's call the municipal office. I was too busy having a
That
moment.
is what gets it progressing too. I mean, the dialogue, obviously, most of it is still required, but that is going to help us too.
Yeah. Yes, earlier games definitely. Okay, and I bet it's gonna make me... Can I click it?
No.
Did he? Oh no. Did he tell me the number?
No.
Call the county. You know what? I think it might be on his pamphlet. We haven't looked at his stuff yet. I thought his pamphlets were somewhere we could see them. Excuse me. I thought there is a notepad.
Yeah. What's on the stack? Can you look at the
Yeah, sometimes there's a newspaper. Maybe upstairs. Does anyone know where the municipal office number is? I am playing this very dangerously, as I don't have a notepad.
Hey there, Nancy.
Gotta go now.
Bye.
I don't even have a pen. I think so too. How do I get him to leave? Yeah, I want a hot dog too. This is really upsetting. If I had known, I would have prepared you guys. We could have all had a hot dog.
we can have all these things all together.
We also haven't talked to any phone contacts just because this has been such a phone-heavy game.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear that sound? Someone is putting away dishes downstairs. Sounds like a you, bro. Live.
Sounds like a you. Wow.
Show me your pamphlets. I would like some literature on your organization.
Right. Hold on. I'm gonna look at my notes for this game. It's
Oh,
like
you have
literally
them?
in the deck by my feet. Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, the phone didn't save it. We can call Bess and we can call Ned in this game. We don't really stand Ned on this channel, if anyone was wondering, but we do call him upon request. I'm telling, maybe if I can get him...
What's up? Can't talk long. Gotta check on my people.
What's your attachment to saving this theater? You seem so personally invested.
Politics is personal, but with this place, it's ultra personal. My grandma, Louisa Falcone, designed the molds for all the insane plasterwork that you see in this
while I'm
lobby
shuffling
and in the
through these,
auditorium.
this is my original folder. Did you guys ever have Wacky Packages folders?
I don't think so.
They're like they're kind of gross, like Pig Newtons, Snorritos. Like, it was just a weird take on actual names of real companies. Chimps Ahoy, Cookies for Chimpanzees, Slop Tarts for Pigs. It's just like a weird thing, but this is what I chose to put all of my
Oh my
notes
gosh.
in. So I just kept the original thing, but now somehow these are out of order. So I have to my child handwriting. Final scene, senior level.
Nice. I'm gonna try and go through his dialogue to see if maybe he'll walk away after that.
Wow, I can see why you would hate to let it be destroyed. After all, this artwork is her legacy.
True. But there's more. I guess the architect-owner guy, J.J. Thompson, ran out of cash before the building was done. He never paid my grandma dime one, and then he denied that she had ever done the work in the first place.
Why didn't he give her the credit?
Yeah, she was the artist type, not a deal maker. I guess she'd never signed any contractual stuff with JJ, and she didn't have the resources to sue him or any of that. So I guess she just had to let it go.
She must have been so frustrated.
Here's the kicker. After JJ sharked her on this 2-year project, she was broke. And then the Great Depression hit. She could never afford to work as an artist again.
Was she bitter about it?
Louisa, Mother Serenity Falcone? She just kept on trucking in true Falcone style. Died at 97 without a bitter bone in her body. I think she had a happy life. But this theater holds the last artwork she ever did. Don't you see, Nancy? Saving this place is not just for history. It's for justice.
She should at least get credit for her work.
My family has been trying for years, but there doesn't seem to be anything on record that links her to this place. Nancy, could you do me a favor?
Yeah.
I think I know what you're going to ask.
While you're searching, could you just keep your eye out?
If I run across the name Louisa Falcone or anything else that might help, you'll be the first to know.
You're cooler than I thought, Nancy.
I try to play it down.
If any of the streamers on here know how to get this horrific frame rate up, I'm happy to make some adjustments because I know that me and Abby's video has been super laggy. I'm hoping the audio hasn't been laggy. Thank you. Okay, yes, let's have the Ned discussion while we wait for some opinions. Ned is a great guy, but he's a pushover, and Nancy doesn't deserve him, and he's boring. What do you think about Ned, Abby?
I feel like my opinion has evolved, not from like the influence of like, oh, other people are saying this, so I need to believe it, but like hearing a lot of different perspectives, because as a kid I was like, oh yeah, absolutely 100% Nancy and Ned, like that's, you know, Nancy and Nedsy to the end, like that is what it needs to be. But there's just like truly like they've given her so much depth with all of these adventures that she's had and all of these things, and he's kind of stayed the same. Like it's unfortunately like the I'm just Ken, like I'm just Ned, like that's kind of who he's been. And so maybe he deserves a little bit better. Maybe they just need to kind of take a break and figure out like what they both need. I like cringed at some of the dialogue in the Captive Curse. And then when Sea of Darkness happened, which I mean that intro, that was another intro. Like this was like intense on like a oh my gosh somebody's kidnapped, and then the Sea intro was an intense for like Nancy's personal life. That was like that almost was unbelievable, but at the same time I think they had been leading up to it. So yeah, that's a very long answer for a specific question on Ned, but I feel like maybe they should be on a break. So
yeah, he did. That's what I'm saying. Like he needs to. He's not being treated the way he ought to in this relationship. I think he also does need some personal growth and finding his value in something that's not Nancy.
Yeah.
I am totally gonna, if you guys will allow, I'm gonna save this real quick and try and maybe lower our, me and Abby's resolution on Google Meet. I know anything Google is just really, really heavy on like a computer and anything like that. So you guys are gonna see my screen once again. Don't freak out. There's nothing personal.
Yeah. Did I say that? Wait, did I say that Ned doesn't deserve Nancy? I meant he doesn't deserve to be treated like. I don't know what I said. Whatever.
I'm sure whatever you said was totally fine. This is a safe space, you know. I feel really strongly about that.
Yeah.
It might be my webcam trying to run way too high.
I think for me, what's kind of been confusing as far as like character development is like, I have really strong opinions on George not getting what she needs, like as a character, and so I think sometimes they've kind of like done that with Nancy and Ned, that they're like, you know, oh, let's add a little spice, like these are characters, and then it's like really, really off-putting, like for the relationship, you know, of these characters. And so I think they could have easily written things differently to keep him kind of on the up and up and to keep him included in all of that. But it's just kind of been the same thing, you know, over and over. And then the George thing is just my side thing that I can bring about. So
Tori is saying, okay, I think okay, so they're saying silent spy, he stands up. I will also say maybe Carson was right. Maybe he doesn't want to lose a daughter. It's like trying to rewatch Little Mermaid when you're older and you're like, wait a second.
You're 16.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Your life is valuable. Okay. I feel like this might be slightly better, so let's try.
Okay.
But it's worth it because I get to have a friend on stream, so who cares if the thing is crusty? Okay. I say who cares as someone who's brought it up 18 times. Poor Carson. Yeah, seriously. Alright, so we're still attempting to find the address or the phone number to the municipal urban development department or something. But yes, totally. Yeah, they're pushing back against the Ned doesn't do anything, for sure.
Yeah.
Any signs of Maya?
Absolutely. I think I did like at least the show of like emphasis on things that he made in Spy. Like even if it makes sense why Carson was saying what he said, like it was kind of like, oh, like Ned does have some sort of like skin too. We can put the phone number. Maybe.
County
Yes,
Administration.
thank God.
314-555-3309.
Denny, you do not believe that. Also, I think I'm gonna have to fix the chat again.
Oh no!
I knew it. I knew we were gonna have problems on this stream, but we're having a lot of fun, so it's worth it, right, guys? Just kidding. Why isn't the stream? There we go. Do you think she wrote that down, or you think I gotta memorize it?
Here. You want me to write it down?
Nope, we're YOLOing it. I think she writes it on the thingy.
Yeah, on the notepad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gotta cover some ground here. I feel like I've been taking too long. Haha, she does not. Wait. Yes, Cowdy Advin.
Okay.
Records, Madeline speaking. Hi. I'm looking for the blueprints for the Royal Palladium Theater. Do you have them on file? Are you a county employee? No, just a citizen on a mission. Okay. Well, we do keep blueprints on file. Let's see. The computer says there are 2 sets for the Palladium, 1923 and 1956. Do you have a preference? 1923, please. The originals. Would you like to hold while I retrieve them? Sure, thanks.
Tori did not take into consideration the epic hold music when she said this wasn't her favorite soundtrack.
Ma'am? Yes, I'm still here. It's very strange, ma'am. They're gone. Gone? You mean someone checked them out? Oh, we don't allow people to check them out. You can bring the blueprints to our reading room and study them there, but they're not supposed to leave the building. I can't imagine where they could be. Hold on, let me see if Charles knows.
This is painfully realistic. Why do we like this game, Abby?
Ma'am, this is so strange. Charles says some guy was just in here looking at them a few days ago. What did he look like? Hold on.
So, do you want a short answer or a long answer?
Hello? Charles said the guy had a hat on. He never really got a look at the guy. Was he young or old? Hey, Charles, young or old? Energetic is all Charles remembers. Okay, well, my name is Nancy Drew. I'm working on some things over here at the Royal Palladium. Could you do a search for the blueprints? Sure thing. I'll put in a find request. Call back in 5 to 7 business days. Next week? Oh, I'm afraid I don't have that kind of time. Is there any way to expedite the search? I'm afraid not. The guy who does our misplaced material searches just returned from a month of paternity leave, and he's swamped. I see. This is urgent? Yes, it's urgent, all right. But I'll figure something out. Thanks, Madeline. Good luck. Bye.
Thanks, Madeline. Denny feels very strongly about Secret of the Old Clock. I know this hasn't been great for Google Meet, but maybe we could get him on Discord or something, because that... I know you got feelings, Denny. Denny's my brother, if anyone's wondering. This isn't just
I figured.
a person I'm going to pull on screen, regardless of whether or not they're comfortable with it.
Let's take this to Discord.
And I can do it to you, too. Yeah, she does sound like Jennifer Coolidge. Totally agree. Okay, so County Record says a dude, not a woman, and Simone is definitely a woman, was in the record. So score 1 for my girl.
Hey there, Nancy.
The history of this theater is so rich. I'm surprised the city of St. Louis isn't more interested in preserving it.
Well, they are interested. The Historical Society's been working like the dickens to get this place declared a landmark. But someone downtown has been stalling. They're awfully close.
It surprises me that it would be the county or the city I guess you would need their approval.
Tell me about that old key-making machine in the lobby. Has it been out of order long?
It's been broken for a spell. The kids lost interest in it when video games came along. But I bet it wouldn't be hard to fix. I'd love for you to see how it works. And then you could make yourself a little souvenir from the Royal Palladium. Or send a key to your sweetheart.
Liv says, why do they have a dedicated employee for misplaced materials? I'm assuming it's just part of his role, but I'd have to listen back. Is that really what they said?
So where will you go after the demolition? Are you planning to retire?
Greasewood, Arizona. My brother Jake is there. It's a tiny town with no movie theater, so we're gonna put one on the map. I got some money saved.
Who is this J.J. Thompson character anyway?
Old J.J. Owner, visionary, wheeler dealer. J.J. loved a magic show. He had this place built with those kind of big spectacle shows in mind. J.J. also happened to love the sight of his own mug in the mirror. You can tell by the way he ornamented the auditorium with his own head.
Gotta go now.
Don't let the turkeys get you down.
Okay. Is 2 gears enough for that puzzle downstairs?
Maybe. I actually don't remember.
Let's try. Man, the limited navigation is something sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's try. I feel like it's 3. I feel like 3 would be... Oh! Okay, never mind. Just kidding. I think this is going to give us day 2 then. So we've been hearing talk of this Harry Houdini man. Dear Mr. Houdini.
You gotta hold it up like this. Go for it.
Congratulations on your latest unbelievable feat. Never have I seen the crowd at the Royal Palladium so enthralled by a performer. Stupendous. Honestly, I was assured that the watery grave was inescapable, even for a master such as yourself. Really, if I'd have any notion of risking my money, I might not have offered so grandiose a reward. After all, what man is made of money? Isn't that right, Mr. Houdini? My point is, well, I must admit that my cash flow is a little tight at the moment. More specifically, I do not have $50,000 available to give you at this time. The theater is young, but bound for glory, and my bank account is still recovering. I'm sure you understand. However, okay, so he wants to offer him 50% ownership in the Royal Palladium as opposed to his fee. And he says, sign below. Denny, what does that mean?
Oh, he said an unbelievable feat. F-E-A-T.
Oh.
I cannot. Apparently so unbelievable because he escaped his chain underwater.
He got his dogs out on stage.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh man.
Like, what if there was a water trap? Culprit knocks Nancy out, puts her in the tank. That would be really cool. I do think they do a good job integrating magic into the puzzles, but that would definitely have been cool. Yeah. Okay, so he does sign. So yes, he has 50% ownership. Oh, that's the same thing. I love how that's just like a crumpled piece of paper, and then it's a bunch of documents, and we're gonna leave it there.
Up to 3 pages. So I think what Casey said, there's something similar, but I don't want to give a spoiler, but there is another game, like, towards the end, you do get kind of trapped underwater, and it is terrifying. But you're not...
what are you talking about?
Like that. Shadow at the Water's Edge?
Oh, yes. Yes, technically you are correct. Okay, I was like, what? what on earth do you mean?
Yeah.
Well, this is exciting.
But
So
not the extent of like a whole water tank though. Like that is actually really terrifying.
Okay, where should I go first? Because I feel like
whenever we've gotten to day 2, we've told Joseph. But I also think like maybe we need to talk to Nick. Is Nick back? Or is he gonna be gone for the rest of the day? I can't remember.
yeah, I should be telling somebody about
I
this.
know it's Joseph because you need to leave the projector room, and if you leave the projector room before having a certain thing, then it like glitches the game. But I think we have it.
You know so much more about this than I do. I feel like we should read Denny's review of this game, maybe.
Okay, let me look it.
Well, he's here.
How goes the search?
Oh, did he put it on? Oh, there it is. Okay.
I found some of JJ's personal documents inside a secret panel in the basement.
Well, don't just stand there. Start breaking it down.
Okay, it's the last one on the list.
Hold on.
Did you ever hear about a challenge that JJ Thompson issued to Harry Houdini back in 1925?
Yeah, and?
Let's just say that JJ Thompson found himself in a tight spot.
What does this have to do with the ownership of the theater?
From what I can tell, JJ had to give Harry Houdini 50% of the theater as the reward.
Ha! Serves that swindler JJ right. Nancy, do you realize what this means?
Enlighten me.
If Thompson didn't own the whole place, then whoever inherited it from Thompson doesn't legally own the whole place either.
Someone in Houdini's family may be able to call this demolition off.
We've got to find out what happened to his half of the ownership. You keep looking for Maya. I've got a laptop out in my van. I'll get online and do some research. Check back soon.
Is it my favorite line? I mean, Simone has so many good ones, but it might be.
Catch you later.
Fight the power.
And he just disappears.
Gone.
Like he's just gone.
Gone with the wind.
Reason I was talking over him, obviously Iris knows this, but people don't know. It's silent on my end, so I was just gabbing, and she was just almost talking like, oh god. So sorry, guys, that my dialogue
wasn't bad.
Dialogue.
I was like choking on my boba actively, so this is not a polished stream.
Yes, I do know because of you, and that is a very, very good thing that I learned. So thank you for that information, because in trying to break the game, she broke it a different way, and it was because of that. Whenever she played through like last summer, I think.
Interesting. That's never happened to me, thankfully.
Yeah. Are you ready for Denny's review?
Yeah. Hit me with it.
All right, Denny. 7 out of 10. Quality game overall. I only peed myself once and really liked the characters. My favorite is Nick Falcone. He is the GOAT.
Yeah. I mean, keep it simple, right?
There you have it.
I feel like we do have a couple others if you want to throw them in. I'm going to go upstairs. Oh!
It's Joseph. Wait till you see this.
Oh,
come to the projection room.
That's got to be day 2, right?
Yeah, it's going to hit us with day 2. Okay. Somebody said, cool beans, camo shorts are back.
Duh.
Obviously. Camo is back. Someone said, scared the heck out of me so much so I hated going into my high school theater many years later.
That would really mess with me. Yeah. No worries, Tori. I don't know how much I don't want to take up too much more Abby's time. I know that maybe when we hit day 2, I feel like 2 and 3 might be shorter. But when we hit like a midway point, we'll stop, and then we'll have to do part 2. Yeah, Denny, we did realize that. He has a camo top, and he has khaki shorts. So if you're planning on cosplaying, which I am.
Yes. Oh, man. All right, do we want any more reviews, or do we want to hit day 2?
I don't know. What do you think? I know I made like a huge Google Doc of everyone's thoughts.
Yeah, there's just a few that are like one sentence. So let me see. Okay. Oh, someone said, okay, this is not a spoiler anymore. That document letter for Houdini should be in the magician room. Oh, so, okay. Sorry, that was a spoiler. It's fine. I just once again read the first half.
The what?
The what? I am so sorry. Oh my gosh. I was like, the documents? Yeah, no, that's not a spoiler. Okay. Casey said there should have been more puzzles, especially because of the whole magician thing. That's fair. Like, magicians and puzzles, we need a little more of that.
Well, let's be honest here. I mean, we're 2 hours in. How many puzzles have we solved?
2.
So we solved Bee's knees, which I would say is probably the only real puzzle.
Yep.
And then what was the second one? Oh, the box?
The Musha box painting, yeah. That's really it.
This is definitely more of like a situational, like, crime novel. Or like a, what do they call it? Like an interactive, like, it's more about the interrogation and about the, like, suspect profiling than it is really anything else.
Yeah, it's really boots on the ground, like your everyday crime story.
Yeah, it's definitely, agreed. It's more of a movie theme where it's, here's our plot progression, and they kill it with the plot beats of, like, keeping you moving, and things are happening, suspense is high. But yeah, I'm kind of on board with the what are we doing puzzle wise thing, because I feel that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I just noticed that puzzle said navel gazing. Or the poster.
What did it say?
Concerning. It's so concerning. If you leave for a second,
okay, right here,
and then you turn to the left.
Is it the eyes?
Well, it's not that. It's not the yak poster. You need to go around. Just turn. Oh. Yeah, there. It says navel gazing. How did I never notice that?
What does that mean? What is that trying to spoof?
I don't know. I genuinely have no idea. Someone with more knowledge than I have needs to tell me. I don't like it.
That is weird. I always remember this one. This one right here, I can never forget. This guy, the heist one.
Yes, that one was creepy.
I always think about that one. But I do think the posters are pretty well done. Like, I think they're meant to have one-to-one comparisons, I thought.
Yeah.
The moose next door. I think I'm allergic to my cat. My nose is, like, itching really bad right now.
Oh no.
Go away. Okay. Joseph.
Nancy, take a look at this.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh, Maya's press pass.
Brady found it.
This should be enough evidence to get the police over here, don't you think?
I should think so. Give the police a call, and then you better go back to your hotel and get some rest.
Gosh, I am exhausted.
Go ahead and use the phone in the ticket booth. I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, so we found the press pass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm on allergy meds. It really does nothing. It's like I'm itching my nose an awful lot. Is the Laura Bow, are those like the really horrifying ones? They're like horror games.
Oh, I don't know.
Because I think I have seen it. It's like creepy, like cartoony style. I've definitely watched someone play through it. Okay, am I calling the police again?
Mm-hmm.
Franbo. Just kidding. I have not played Laura Bow. Close.
St. Louis Police Department.
Missing persons unit, please.
Please hold missing persons. This is Ramsey.
Hi, Sergeant Ramsey.
Hello,
This
Gronk.
is Nancy Drew. I spoke to you earlier today about the disappearance of my friend, Maya Wen.
Hello, Miss Drew. You're calling to tell me that you found your friend, I hope.
I wish that were true, sir. No, she's still missing. I'm calling to report that I have the evidence you asked for.
What did you find?
Someone else here at the theater found Maya's press pass. It was clipped to her shirt when she went into the dressing room. It must have been torn off when she was kidnapped.
Or it fell off. Or she just tossed it.
Maya is very serious about her work, Sergeant Ramsey. She never goes anywhere without that pass, and she would not willingly leave it behind.
Is the pass damaged in any way?
No.
Was anything disturbed in the area where it was found?
I don't know. I'm not the one who found it.
Okay, well, thanks for checking in, Miss Drew. If Maya hasn't turned up by tomorrow, we'll definitely be out to investigate. Someone will take a look at the press pass then.
But you said that if I found evidence, you'd investigate the theater today.
I'm sorry, Miss Drew, but we can't go chasing after every kid who decides to take a leave of absence. The vast majority of missing juveniles disappear of their own accord, and they reappear when they're good and ready.
You have to believe me. Maya would never play this kind of game. Nicholas Falcone said he thinks somebody is using her to make a statement.
Nicholas Falcone? Is he involved in this? Are you involved with him?
Haddock is demonstrating against the demolition in front of the theater. Nicholas has set up shop in the lobby. I've spoken to him. I'm not involved with him.
Are you aware of the allegations against Mr. Falcone's character, Miss Drew?
Allegations?
Nick Falcone operates according to his own rules. He'll do just about anything to save a theater, and he's not afraid to use extreme tactics.
What kind of extreme tactics?
You name it. Vandalism, sabotage, chaining himself to demolition machinery.
Is that right?
And last year there was a situation over in Nashville. Just when the oldest theater in the city is about to be torn down, and mind you, Haddock is there in full force, a girl goes missing. So happens she's the daughter of the demolition boss. They go crazy looking for her. There's a call, just like the one you described. Anyway, to make a long story short, the demolition is called off. And 3 weeks later, the girl is seen snuggling up to Falcone in a Memphis coffee shop.
Are you suggesting Nicholas is staging this thing?
I'm just saying that there's more to situations like these than meets the eye. Nick Falcone is a real operator, and he likes to humiliate the police. I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon here with this whole Royal Palladium thing and let him make my unit look like a bunch of chumps.
I see.
So you aren't going to have any credit with us if you join ranks with him.
Does he have a criminal record?
Oh, minor stuff. Disorderly conduct, trespassing, yada yada yada. But Nick Falcone can slime his way out of a sticky situation like no one I've ever seen. Unfortunately, there's no jail sentence for being a royal pain in the neck.
There are no good citizenship awards for it either.
Look, I know you're worried, but for now, there's nothing we can do. And there's nothing you can do either. Why don't you go home and get some rest? I'm sure you've had a long day.
Well, this has been very informative, Sergeant Ramsey. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Good night, Miss Drew.
I don't know, man. It's just something about them sandals, you know? You see a man strap himself to some machinery wearing that outfit? I mean...
Right.
Can you blame her? There's no way he is 32 years old. I'm saying 28 tops.
Yeah, he's, yeah.
Hi.
I feel like 28 is accurate. 28 sounds, yeah, 28, 29.
Like, you still
Definitely.
shouldn't be hanging out with a 19-year-old.
Right.
Here it is, once again. It's yelling.
And what's your kitty's name? I don't think I heard before.
This is Tuna.
Tuna! That's so cute.
She's so squirmy. She loves just me talking to her and looking at her, and she'll bug me all day long. And sometimes she likes to be held, but what's wrong? She is all of 6 pounds. She is full grown.
Wow.
Yeah, she's like street rat baby that must have been underfed, and she only has like 3 teeth, even though she's like 4. You're just a baby.
Holy cow.
And she's very vocal. It's like, I know. Like, as every time she got like more comfortable with us, or like when she had to have some teeth removed, and she must have been in a lot of pain because before she was a really quiet cat. The moment she used to have like snaggletooth, the moment that thing came out, she was like meow, 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 like screaming in my face, talking all day long, like so excited just to talk. Yeah, she like will not leave me alone. Like, she wakes me up in the morning just like yelling in my face. But it's out of love, I think.
Oh my god. So cute.
What do you think? How far should we go? I mean, we still got some folks here, so I'm good to keep going.
Yeah, we can go a little further, maybe just like the half-hour mark.
Yeah.
You think? Is that just okay?
I was thinking the same thing. Yes, we love kitty cats here. I don't care how allergic I am to you. I'm allergic to like everything, so she's just one of the things in the pot. All right, he's gonna jump scare us.
I heard the whole thing, Nancy. Go get some sleep. I'll keep an eye on things till morning.
And it's never synced. That's not us. The audio and the visuals is never synced on that part.
I like how he's like, I heard the whole thing, Nancy, and I'm like, I left you in the projector room. Did you follow me? Like,
okay, I'm gonna fight back.
Okay.
I'm gonna fight back on somebody because somebody in the hot takes document said they thought that the wreath wasn't very prominent, and I was like, okay, that's a good question. Like, is it prominent? But they put it in front of your face, so I'm gonna fight back and say that. Ugh, I have cat hair on my face. This is the most savage thing anyone does in any Nancy Drew game. It is a funeral wreath. Planning a funeral, such a dreadful pain. Wouldn't you rather just stop the demolition? Gosh, wouldn't I? Those things are so expensive. You ever looked at the price of florals? Gosh.
Yeah.
Oh. Liv, don't say that. I do wonder what happened to my poor cat before I brought her in.
Oh.
What is the initial? R.J.?
I think it just says R.I.P.
Oh, R.I.P.
Yeah.
Obviously. Well, I think, not to get too sad, but I do think someone put my cat out on the street because she had been declawed. And, like, so she was already fixed. So she was out there without anything to protect her. So I think maybe she didn't get a lot to eat. Not to get too sad or anything.
Yeah. But no, that makes sense. Like, if she didn't have claws, but she was on the street, how was she supposed to find food?
No clue.
Like even like a mouse or something like that. Like, how...
She's savage. Like, we have a lot of lizards because we're in Florida. She will murder those things. Still.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this poster, it kills me. Because as I was hearing Nancy talk about, like, the description of Maya to the police, and then hearing, like, in past streams, especially, like I said, when Liv streamed this, the detail they put into this is hilarious.
Oh, this right here where it's like her teeth are in good repair.
Yes. Even in good repair. It's like, when did they get this extra information? Her parents are in Vietnam. So, like, who put this together? Her complexion, part oily, part dry.
I'm pretty sure. I think we learn who puts it together. I think there's a reason why. And I think it's just pure fabrication.
Yeah. It's just so wild. It's just the disparity between what Nancy said and then the actual details of this.
Totally agree. And then here we go. Contact Sergeant Ramsey. Simone Mueller had a publicity National Find Maya campaign. For information leading to Maya's safe return, Brady Armstrong is offering signed posters of his new movie, Vanishing Destiny, whose national premiere has been postponed.
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
I mean, I love the poster. It's beautiful.
What if we had Maya in a future game?
Honestly, yeah.
I'm sorry you had to see that wreath, Nancy. It's disgusting.
This is one creepy kidnapper, that's for sure.
Well, let's hope the kidnapper just did this to scare you.
It's just strange. I mean, why would the kidnapper go to the trouble to have that thing arranged and delivered here?
The phone's been ringing off the hook all morning. I don't know how the press got a hold of this, but they're all over it like ants on a picnic.
Where did those missing posters come from?
I can't say for sure, but I can make an educated guess.
Are you thinking of a certain Hollywood agent we know?
Can you believe the way she diverted all of the attention away from Maya and used the poster to promote Brady as the big hero? This shouldn't be happening. It's all backwards.
I'm gonna fight back on this too. I think you look at a missing poster, you're gonna glance at it once. You look at a poster and you see Brad Pitt, I guess at this point in time, and you're like, why is Brad Pitt on a missing poster? Okay, well now I am taking a closer look. So
That is such a good point. Yeah.
I'm fine with him throwing his name behind it.
The police told me Nicholas Falcone is known for using extreme tactics to further his political causes. Why are you letting him use the lobby as his headquarters?
Nicholas has been hanging around this theater since he was a little boy. I know how torn up he is about the theater. This will be over soon enough, and then he'll go home. I don't think he's dangerous, for gosh sakes.
Gotta go now.
Don't let the turkeys get you down.
Yeah, so we do kind of like ally ourselves pretty strongly with Nick in day one. And then like he's kind of our main man. Like
Right.
Nick and Joseph, and then we're kind of not really certain. Exactly, Liv. You should. It gives him a better chance of being found. You know?
I'm dying. Put a picture of her.
But same with like a cat. Like honestly, like this is really bad, but like when you look at missing posters of people, like I don't remember faces. I'm never gonna see that, you know? I will never be able to remember that. If I see a poster of a missing cat and it's in my area, I might go looking, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Better
put a
believe
picture
I'm
of a
gonna
cute
remember.
cat.
Yeah.
Nancy, what's the 411?
Nick, we can't talk to you anymore.
Thanks to you, the police think this whole kidnapping is a hoax.
That's all hearsay, Nancy. They got no witnesses, no testimony, no nothing.
So you have or have not used kidnapping to further your causes in the past?
I am not an eco-terrorist, and I would never orchestrate the temporary disappearance of anyone who wasn't in on the plan and down with the cause.
Are you in on the plan and down with the cause, Abby?
What cause are we talking?
We're fighting the power of corporate generica. Obviously.
Sure. Yeah, let's go for it.
Maybe you'd better think about being in on the law and down with the truth, Nicholas.
All right, Officer Nancy, chill out, will ya? I'm on your
Merch
side.
drop. What was it? In on the law and down with the truth.
That's gonna be my next cup. I'm writing it down.
I'm such a rule follower. I would take that to work and people would get it. They'd be like, yep, that's you. Okay, so Kalina says she just looked up Maya's address as listed. The 717 number is fake, but the street has Washington University along it. So they were going for it. I didn't put a real address, though. That's probably a good idea.
Joseph told me that the St. Louis Historical Society is in the process of trying to declare this building an historical landmark.
They've been in that process for years. It's all just a big wad of red tape, a bunch of bureaucratic hocus pocus. Had it's about action, not paperwork.
I am kind of confused about this being what they hang it up on, because, and again, I'm not super well versed, but like getting something on the National Register of Historic Places is not that hard, and it doesn't protect it. Like it doesn't make it so that you can never do anything to it. Now there's like different levels. There's like a general like register, and then I think there's like actually protected places. But I know they're trying to go more vague. I'm like, you can just put it on the list. It's really not that hard. You just like submit a little thing that's like, my building is this old, and here's a paragraph on why it's important to St. Louis. Like probably they would have already done that. So I would be interested, because I do know like I think there are different tiers, and so it's kind of making my brain cells go off, because I kind of want to look back into it, because I don't remember very much of how it works.
Yeah. But that's a good point.
Catch you later.
Fight the power.
But my understanding
There
is
it is. Fight the power.
he also does this.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a this one.
So weird. I will say, though, so who are we saying that submitted this to be on the National Registry? Because if we think it through, and I won't, like, go into too much detail on it, but who is it? Who would have been in charge of doing that, and who would have been saying that they're trying that, you know?
Yeah.
Or is someone lying?
I thought that, like...
That could be their excuse, the developer's excuse of, like, oh, well... Yeah, we did follow this lead through. They're pretending... Someone's pretending it's red tape. Blah, blah, blah.
So that's why it surprises me, because the National Register, which is that they're saying, okay, we want this to be listed as a landmark. So to me, that sounds like the National Register of Historic Places, which is hosted by the National Park Service. They are saying that all you have to do is you have to prove age and integrity, at least 50 years old, generally, and then you have to prove its significance. So in this case, obviously, at the bare minimum, it's connection to Houdini. And then they're saying the listing process, it says it can be submitted from property owners, historical societies, preservation organizations, government agencies, and other individuals or groups. And anyone can, like, go on their thing and download this. So I'm interested. I wonder, because, yeah, it, like, unlocks, like, your ability for grant funding and things like that, but I don't think it means, like, you can't be torn down. I don't know. Nerdy stuff.
Yeah.
What's going on in chat? Yes, totally rehearsed. I do feel like the rehearsed part, though, is when he's like, it's all hearsay, Nancy. I was never convicted. Like, how many girls have you told that to? Adoption doesn't make you a legal heir. Oh, yeah, they do say that. I feel like that could totally be changed, though, legally. I'm gonna go talk to... Well, we already talked to him. What am I doing? I want to go talk to Simone, my girl.
Yeah. Another interesting thing about this is the fact that she's a Wash U student. And this is right, if we're thinking either one of these, they're closer to St. Louis University. They're not closer to Wash U. Wash U is like,
I never thought about that.
A while away. Like, it confuses me. I mean, Wash U's great. I mean, they definitely have a journalism program, but, like,
is it okay, this is going to sound real dumb. Is Washington University in Missouri?
Yes. Yeah. So we have...
Let's get something straight.
Yes. No, it's a very big school, and so they have a lot of different things, mostly doctors, because it's connected with, like, the Barnes Jewish hospital system. And so they funnel a lot of people in their, like, medical, like, pre-med and then all the medical doctorate people to that. But it's more of, like, the middle south part of St. Louis, whereas SLU is on the same street as the Fox.
Oh,
so
that would be...
wondering, you would think that would mean that they would have done SLU, but maybe, and this is just an assumption, maybe they tried that, or maybe at the time, like, they had to have, like, consent of the name being on there. I really don't know. Because you could just make things up.
Yeah. So Maggie's saying that she thought about going to that school. I am interested, though, because this is, like, a total true crime thing. But I wonder if they don't want the school to be that close because they don't want to involve campus police. Of, like, oh, it's off there, the school's not really involved, we don't have to really answer to their jurisdiction. Whereas if it was on the same street, like, we might have to get them involved.
No, that's a good point. That is fair.
I don't know. Total speculation, but I'm so glad that you're here, because I totally have always thought Washington University meant she flew here for just this interview.
Oh. Yeah. No, they, it's a really big school.
It's locked.
She's gone.
Or is this Brady's room? This might be Brady's room.
Oh, wait, that is...
Brady's gone.
I said she.
You are what you project. You are my oyster. Now open up and hand over your pearls. You'll soon find yourself basking in fame, fortune, and social popularity. We are going straight to the top. This, she is my favorite.
Mine too.
How to go from cabin boy to captain. I'm parched. I am driven to quench my thirst. I'll get that for you, sir. I'm busy. Get it yourself.
What if I lose my hair?
I'll make baldness irresistible. I love how that's such a specific...
Okay, is this drawing not
Sunny June?
Like...
Is Brady Sunny June?
Oh.
The Sunny we've seen up to this point is actually a fake Sunny June, and that's why he's not the greatest.
Cool.
And actually, it's Brady Armstrong. And we find out in game 35 that it's been Brady all along.
It's like on, what do you call it? The Marvel show for Scarlet Witch. What is it called? WandaVision. Spoilers, but it's so-and-so all along.
Gemini style. Okay, so he's a Gemini. Tori, I believe it because Sunny was a disappointment, okay? If Sunny has a chance for redemption, Cut
to the chase, Iris. Sunny was a disappointment.
I just remember seeing the poster for Shattered Medallion, in which Sunny was going to be a character for the first time. And for those not familiar, because I'm continuing to try to make this beginner friendly, Sunny June is like a recurring Easter egg of like this guy that has all these horrible jobs, and he like leaves doodles everywhere for Nancy. And he actually shows up in a game, and people are really excited, and he looked really, really awesome on the cover, and then you get in the game, and he looks kind of janky, and he, like, talks in a really cryptid way, and he acts like just this guy you would never, ever, ever want to hang out with or even be near for, like, a single second. And so I'm hoping that maybe he's Brady Armstrong in a suit. Okay. Listen, I'm always going to tell you what I think, Tori, and what I think could change tomorrow. I just want to make you guys aware of that. I'm trying to read the chat.
Yes.
Twice the forehead and half the hair. What does that mean? Oh, for Sunny? Yeah, he had this really beautiful, like, purple hairdo. And then they just kind of, cut it down into, like, basically a buzz cut. Am I gonna get murdered yet? No one has even tried to kill me yet.
Suspicious.
That is suspicious. Okay, Simone, talk to me.
Posters? Aren't they fabulous?
I agree.
You made the posters? When?
After Brady found her press pass, of course.
You know I was searching for evidence to show the police. You know every hour counts. But when Brady found the pass, you used it to promote your star before you turned it over?
Maya's on the poster. It says she's missing. So what's your issue? Brady's out plastering those posters all over St. Louis and every podunk town for 50 miles. He's due back at any time, though, for the press conference.
I love the press conference.
Press conference? I've invited the press here today to report on Brady's commitment to solving this case. You know, a few questions, a few photo ops, no big deal. That funeral wreath was awful, wasn't it?
You saw the wreath? Where is it now?
I had it moved out front for the press conference. We want the press to know just how heartless this kidnapper is, don't we? Then
Good
it's
photo
all the
op.
more fabulous when Brady saves the day.
I love you, Simone.
I think your phone's about to ring.
Ciao.
Yeah, we want name brand Sunny. It's okay to just be like, listen, we made a mistake. We're trying again. no problem.
Right. I mean, listen, they change all the other characters, like the side characters, quite often.
Great point.
I think they can change them.
I feel like this press conference.
Do you want to go try to listen to it?
I love the press conference.
It's so good.
I feel like they announced
the chicken suit or the curly wig.
Mr. Charmstrong. Hey guys, come over here to my van.
Not concerning at all.
Chaining myself to machinery, abducting young women, driving a white van. I am Nick Falco. I don't think it's started yet. Oh, here's more posters. We've already seen them. They're beautiful. We love Brady's face. That's the best part. Yeah, fast convo is not an option in this era of games.
I got the number. I left it in the ticket booth. This woman isn't Houdini herself. She's the widow of one of Houdini's cousins.
Nice.
But it couldn't hurt to give her a call. I'll get right on that.
Man, there really are no puzzles in this game.
No.
Wow. I get it, guys. Florida, nice.
Just stay shop.
Yeah, I feel like you're hiding like a real sick and drop off impression, Abby.
Thank you.
Yes, hello.
Hello, is this Eustacia and Dropoff?
Who else would it be? Everyone else is dead.
Oh, Mrs. Andropoff, I'm sorry to bother
This
you.
is so how old
I'm
people
trying
talk,
to find
though.
out some information about Harry Houdini. Is it true that you're his cousin?
Who wants to know?
Oh, I beg your pardon. My name is Nancy Drew. I'm a detective working on a case in St. Louis.
Harry was only my cousin by marriage, but my husband is dead, and so is Harry. So I guess that makes me nobody's cousin. Satisfied?
I'm researching Mr. Houdini's ownership of the Royal Palladium Theater. Would you know anything about this?
He owned it. Heavily anyway. For a few months. Then he died. Does that help?
Do you know what happened to his half? Did he sign it back over to J.J. Thompson?
Return it to James Jehoshaphat? Mr. Stupendous? Not on his life. Losing that man was Harry's greatest escape.
Did someone in Houdini's family inherit the theater?
Harry made a plan to give his half of the theater to someone he admired. A young magician, I assume. Perhaps a protege. I remember my husband telling me this.
Can you tell me anything more?
She told you everything.
I'm 96 over here. I don't exactly have time to burn.
I know it was a long time ago, Mrs. Andropoff, but this is terribly important. My friend is in danger, and finding out what happened to Houdini's half of the theater may be my only hope of saving her.
Call the Library of Congress. Ask about the Houdini collection. There must be something in all of those letters. You tell that Sherman Trout, Eustacia said. You're not dead yet, Sherman, so get up and make yourself useful.
The Library of Congress. You don't happen to have that number, do you?
Well, I should have this letter from Sherman around here somewhere. Cat food coupons. Vincent Jackson repair. Dear Eustacia. Here we go. Library of Congress, Washington, D.C. 202-555-5000.
Thanks, Mrs. Andropoff. Great help.
Save it for my funeral.
You're right. We should bother the Library of Congress about this.
Manuscripts.
I'm trying to reach Sherman Trout, please.
Speaking. How may I help you?
I do love
Mr.
Sherman,
Trout.
though.
My name is Nancy Drew. I'm a detective working on a case that involves Harry Houdini and the Royal Palladium Theater in St. Louis. Eustacia Andropoff recommended I call you.
Ah, yes. most helpful to us when we were assembling our Houdini collection. I presume you'd like to have a look at it?
Yes, please, Mr. Trout. I'm very interested.
Fine. Well, you'll just need to register with the library when you get here and fill out a request for the materials you wish to view. When your request has been processed, the materials will be delivered to one of our reading rooms where you can view them.
Mr. Trout, please let me explain. Unfortunately, there's no way for me to come to Washington, D.C. to do research. I'm hoping you could help me find a document.
Well, Miss Drew, I'm sorry if you have logistical constraints, but please understand my own limitations. The Library of Congress currently holds over 40
Oh, now I
million
can't unhear
items
that.
contained in 10,000 separate collections.
Is this Ned?
The largest and most comprehensive library in the world. I simply don't have time to run research errands for the individual citizen.
Mr. Trout, if I don't solve this case in a matter of hours, the building I'm standing in will be demolished and an innocent 19-year-old girl, a friend of mine, may lose her life. You may be my only hope.
Why is your friend in danger?
She was kidnapped by someone desperate to save this building from demolition.
Then what can you possibly be hoping to find in the Houdini collection that would help matters?
Mr. Houdini was part owner of the theater, and I'm trying to find out who inherited his half or what became of it when he died. I'm hoping Houdini might have discussed it somewhere in his personal documents. If I can prove that the current owner is not legally the full owner, then maybe I can get the demolition stopped and save Maya.
I see. Well, this sounds urgent. I suppose I can take a look.
That would be such a help, Mr. Trout. If you find anything, could you overnight it to me at the Royal Palladium?
Well, I certainly can't send you the document itself. It's a historical artifact now. But I could send you a slide. What's the street address there, if I find anything?
It's 1330 Washington Avenue, St. Louis, Missouri, 63101. Please send the package in care of Nicholas Falcone or myself, Nancy Drew. I can't tell you how grateful I am, Mr. Trout.
Why
You
would we
might
go
just be a
to Nick?
lifesaver.
Miss Drew, I assure you, Sherman Trout is a man of his word.
Thanks so much. Bye.